Hello everybody, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Tanya. Today's video is an open call out from Winnie B LV, who was actually tagged by the creators of this video idea. So Jackie from Jack's Bag Attack, Dawn from Dawn Loves Couture, and I think Jolie from Jolie Loves It, created this idea where we share with you the bags that we still love. We're still in love with them. We might have had them for a short period of time, long period of time, anything, right? So I only just this morning watched Winnie's video and I thought, you know what, this has sort of been something I've been thinking of doing, so why not? It was an open sort of call out to everybody who was interested in doing this, so here we are. I'm going to share with you a collection of about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 10 bags, but a couple of them sort of in the same category, so to speak. So I'm going to share them with you. I'm going to try and be brief about why I still like them, and I'll also give you the reason why I like them, which is more often than not the sentimentality behind the actual bag than anything else, or what that bag represents for me. So let me stop talking. If you haven't already subscribed, I do hope you'll consider subscribing if you find my content interesting, and thank you to those new subscribers who have done so. So let's get on with it. First bag is my Louis Vuitton Montaigne MM. Now I have had this since 2015 or 2016, and this was the first Louis Vuitton bag I ever bought from the boutique. So I went in hard when I bought this, but I bought this for myself as a reward for having picked up a full-time position at a particular school, and kids were still young and I was still learning and juggling everything, and it's hard to go back to full-time when you've been part-time for a while or not worked because the kids have been your priority. Anyway, so I bought this one, and I bought this with a combination of my own money that I'd earned while working, plus a small amount that Mum had given me, which was from her inheritance from my grandmother. So a small portion of this is, in my mind, from my grandmother. And there's more of a story behind all of this too, because I used to go and visit my grandmother, and while she was still alive, and clean her house for her because she couldn't. So you know, my grandmother always used to sort of thank me, oh, Tanya, let me buy you something. No, it's okay, no need, this and that. Anyway, so I've not used it in a long time, but I do still love it. I wish I'd bought the BB size, but at the time I thought that was ridiculous before all the small bags trend sort of took off. But I have considered selling it. I don't want to sell it, but I have thought about it because it's just sitting there, and I paid a lot of money for it. But I'm just wondering what I should do with that. But I still love this bag. There is something about this bag. It's just stunning. I actually preferred the canvas version. I probably should have bought the canvas version because I would have used it more. But at the time, my mentality and my sort of thinking process was leather will last longer and durable, and it's leather, blah, blah, blah. So we understand that argument. Okay, so in the same vein as the previous Louis Vuitton bag is my first designer bag. Now, I think this is my first designer bag. It might have been the Speedy 25 that I bought pre-loved from Japan, or I think it was this one. I think this is the one because it's always in my mind as that. So this is the Bally Wild Horn, which was the equivalent of the Speedy. It's in between a Speedy 25 and a Speedy 30. This is about 27 centimeters. And what I'm going to do is, now that I'm loving my converted Speedy 30 from the classic into the Speedy Soft style, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start using this bag. This probably doesn't seem to have the same amount of softness, let's say, and I do have an insert in it, but I'll take that out. And it comes with a strap and everything too, so I could do it to mimic that. But this one here, because of the canvas, I suppose once the stuff is in it, it will get that slouchy look too. So now that we're coming into autumn winter, I think I'm going to use this bag. I haven't used it for a few years, but I don't want to get rid of it because this was purchased with some money that my family gifted me for my 40th, if I'm not mistaken, or was it my grandmother's money for my 40th or something like that. And so this one is one that I still love, and I love the pattern. This is very typical of the Bally. I don't know if they make it so much anymore, but it's supposed to represent the Apennines. I think so. No, the Swiss Alps, and the yellow dot is supposed to represent the sun. So this bag, beautiful, is gorgeous, and I just have this bag charm on it that Mum bought me. I think when she travelled to Queensland many years ago. It's just got a jade stone in it, but just standard stainless steel hardware, and I just have it attached. I don't know why, it looks good. So I think this is the bag that I'm going to start using again, and although I haven't used it for the last probably 5 years, I'm going to start using it again. I considered selling it at one stage, and I'm glad I didn't. The next two are the same brand, just different sizes, probably different years as well. I know that this is triggering for some people, but I do still love these bags. These are pre-Denmark, pre-scandal. I know a lot of people say that that shouldn't matter because the company still did what they did. They still approved it and all the rest of it. I understand completely, but the leather on these bags is stunning, honestly. I bought this one first in the mini style, which I adore, and then I bought this one last year off an individual seller from the Facebook group that I'm a member of, and I love this bag too. So to the point that my daughter actually loves this bag, and she's wanting to use it. And I'm a bit worried, only because it's a vintage bag and I want it to last, but she's sort of like drawn to this particular look and style as well. So these two I still love. I am careful about using these because I'm aware of and understand people's opinions about this, but sometimes I will wear them and use them in a way that maybe I'll cover them face the front towards my body and just have it like this, so it looks a little bit more generic, so to speak. But yeah, I still love these bags. Now this next bag is going to be a little bit of a blast from the past. Not too much from the past, but a little bit. Phoebe Philo, Nano Luggage. Celine Nano Luggage. I bought this in 2020. It was just after our first lockdown. Individual seller. I found her on Instagram, and I think that's all. She didn't like have much in her inventory of things to sell, but she had this piece, and I have always loved this piece. I really enjoy this bag. I love using it. It does have a little bit of that dated 2015, 2014, 15, 16 look. I get it. I know, but Phoebe Philo bags are highly sought after. And you know, this one is slowly making its own resurgence in a way. The belt bag is also still quite popular, so I'm glad I never sold this. I never even thought of selling it, to be honest. I love the leather. I love the way this holds a lot. It's all beautiful leather suede inside. It's a beautiful designed bag. The only problem is I did wear it one time against some denim, and I did end up getting some color transfer, so I'm going to have to work on that slowly to work away the color. The only thing is I'm not sure if I've actually, with the rubbing against my clothing, not sure if the actual dye, the color of the leather's come away, or if it is in fact color transfer. But I am very reluctant to scrub away at it, and so since then I've, you know, scotch guarded it multiple times, but I still love this bag. It's still the little robot face bag. It's so beautiful. It's so funny that this is called the Nano. You know, isn't it funny how trends over time change, definitions change, labels change? Interesting, right? So yeah, love this one. This next bag, I'll link the video below. I think I did a couple of vlogs. I ended up selling a few of my pieces. I think I had the Louis Vuitton Kirigami set and the Empreinte vernis, what was that dark Amarant color, the Sunset Boulevard, which was like a clutch style bag, almost like a wallet on chain clutch style bag. I remember selling those two and then paying extra to Emir, which is a well-respected reseller here in Melbourne, and they had this, and I have always loved this bag. And the person who sort of really sparked my interest in this bag and drew my interest to it was Amy Elizabeth, and she used to do a lot of Coach content. In fact, I'd argue that Amy was the one person who really brought the Coach Rogue bag to everyone's attention, and then of course, you know, it blew up. Anyway, so she had this bag, and I remember she bought this for herself for her 30th from memory, and I've always wanted this bag. It is a stunning bag. I don't use it so much because I want to look after it, but I mean, look at that beautiful suede. Now this is so soft, you know, like this is beautiful quality. It's got the wide strap, so the wide strap can be a bit of a problem, but I do still love it. Sometimes I've entertained the idea of buying one of the decorative guitar straps, And look, I love this bag so much. I don't use it a lot because I look after it, but I love it. The leather on this is next level. It's, oh, I'm so glad I have it, and I still love it. I don't care if it says Dior in your face. It's so gaudy and ostentatious. I don't care. I love it. Yeah, I'm here for it. Like, I'm not a minimalist. I'm slowly discovering that I am very much a maximalist. Honestly, I could do a video about every single one of my bags and why I still love them. Some of them I haven't used in ages, and some of them are new and I haven't used yet. And the green one down there. So, but I'll get to it. Don't you worry, I'll get to it. Now, this one here is a Coach. It is, I always forget the name of this bag. Chelsea, I think. This is from the outlet, but I adore this bag to death because this was purchased for me by a group of 7 or 8 from memory. I think it was about 7 year 12 boys who were in my English class at my previous workplace, which was a Catholic boys' school that I worked at for quite a few years. They were my first year 12 English class there. In that first year, and I'm going to do a bit of a storytelling video soon about me, YouTube, etc. But in that year, some kids found me on YouTube, and I was known as Luxtopia then, not Bits and Bags. And it created a bit of a furor in the school, and the kids all thought that I was like, you know, the next coming of Jesus Christ. And it sort of like made its way up and got a little bit out of control in that they just like were silly and they just went nuts, you know. Even though I'm here, a female, talking about bags and stuff, for some reason they all wanted in on it. It was quite bizarre. But this group of boys who knew about my hobby and my love for bags decided to pitch in together, and they bought me this beautiful bag. Yeah, so I still love this bag because of that sentimental value, but also because it is a great bag. It is so super duper functional. It has capacity to carry quite a bit. I don't know why there's glitter in there, but whatever, let's ignore it. And I love it. For me, this is, and I did a little while ago a no-brainer bag video, so a few people did that one too, where this is the bag I pick up when I don't have to think about it. I know it's going to work. I've got options: long strap, I can make a crossbody, shoulder bag, I've got the shorter strap, everything about it. It's secure, it's got a zip, it's got in a pocket. It's a fantastic bag. I love this bag. I will never ever get rid of it, and I will never ever sell it. And not only because it's so versatile and functional, but because that group of boys went to trouble to actually source this and buy it for me. And I'll link below if I remember, and if I haven't, feel free to remind me. I will link below the the bag story video that I have for this particular bag, because it's worth listening to. It's a great story. Love this bag. In the same vein as that Coach bag is this one here. This is a little Oroton bag. Oroton is an Australian leather goods company, and I've got an upcoming video talking about Oroton. But this here was gifted to me by, again, a group of about 6 or 7. Yes, we all know that. Every time I say 6 or 7 at school, they all just laugh. Anyway, and this was gifted to me by a small group of students in my year 12 English class at my current school. So I'm currently working in a girls' school, and that the year that I started in, when was it, a couple of years ago, 3 years ago, I had a year 12 English class, and they came to learn of my love for bags and everything. I never said anything about my channel, although someone did let slip and let them know. And yeah, anyway, here we are. It's like a cycle that keeps repeating itself, you know. It's like rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Anyway, the kids at this school are much better about it than at the previous school. This is a gorgeous little like mini Speedy style. And the girls bought me this because they asked me what colour I was going to be wearing to their formal end-of-year valedictory formal event at the end of the year. And I said a beautiful blue, royal blue. So they bought me this. It's a lovely duck egg. It looks a bit washed out because of the sunlight, but it's a lovely duck egg blue. And I bought this separately to attach to it, just to like zhuzh it up. This is the clochette that came with it. I bought the gold heart as well, also from Oroton. And then just recently, at the end of last year, during this sale, I bought this sort of crossbody thin guitar strap because I wanted to sort of make it look less formal. It did and does come with its own strap, which is the same leather, and it's in the same color. So, you know, it does have that. And I haven't used this bag much because the color, I'm worried about color transfer, even though I do look after my bags and I do spray my bags with something like this. So this is, you know, this is what I can find and source locally quickly. It's a leather protectant spray, so to avoid color transfer and everything, which I've done with this. But whenever I'm gifted something, I always really look after it because I want to keep it. I want to keep it in good condition because then I'll always have it. You know what I mean? It's just that protective nature in me to do that. So this is a beauty. I love this bag, and I'm so glad that they bought me this because this is very much the size of a Speedy 20, and I am very interested in the Louis Vuitton Speedy 20. Now, you know that I've converted my Speedy 30. I'll show that one soon. But I really do love the Speedy 20, and I can't bring myself to spend full price on buying it new, so I will look for it secondhand. But wow, I love that bag so much. And this is very much in the same shape and size and everything of a Speedy 20, which I know will work for me. So still love this bag. It's not the color I wear often because it's a pale blue. It's like not really in with my coloring, but there are times when I can use it with some clothing and it looks like a neutral. So I love this bag. Share with you another blast from the 2016 past. I bought this for myself in 2017. And back then, right, times, how they have changed. I was buying one bag a year, and that felt like something huge. But mind you, I was still married at the time. The kids were still little. They were still going to school. We still had school fees. Obviously, all the bills that come with living, right? And so I needed to discuss this with my husband at the time. And I said to him, I'm going to keep one of my fortnight pays because, you know, we at the time back then had everything joined. His pay would go into a joint account, mine would, etc. And then we just paid all the bills and all the responsibilities from that, from our joint pooling of funds. I never had my own money until probably the last couple of years before I divorced. And so I needed to run this past him because it was a big purchase, you know. Now, I bought this from an individual seller from the Facebook group. I paid $1,700 for it. Some people will now swear black and blue and go as far as saying that this is outdated, that this is just dated, and this is no longer current and all the rest of it. But I beg to differ because if you have a look at Gucci's designs and a lot of what they've been releasing in the last few years, the Dionysus is still there. Like, they still honor this shape. And I would argue that this is not outdated and this is not passé. I think it's still a beautiful bag. I still look at this style. I still love the spur, the design, everything about it. There is something classical to me about this bag. There is one that there's an individual reseller who has the wider version with all the patches on it. Oh my God, I can't get my eyes off it. The same woman that I bought that one there from. So as you can see the spur is still there. Some people say that's old fashioned, but it's not. I love it. Anyway, that's my opinion. And, you know, if anyone cares about my 2 bits worth, that's great. My 2 bobs worth, I should say. So this, I love this bag. And sometimes when I want a neutral, but not a really light neutral, I'll go for this. And the Gucci canvas and the Gucci print, you know, like, it just blends in and it sort of disappears. So I still love this bag. This bag makes me happy, like even more than that one, for example. You know, I love this bag. Love it. Now, the last one is probably one of the ones you've seen me working on recently. I can't get out of this bag. I adore this bag. Having done this conversion makes me want the newer one so much. The new one's got the beautiful calf skin leather inside in the beautiful red. It's $5,500. I know the price is only just going to continue to go up, and it probably will soon. I don't know. But at this point in time, and because I'm looking to travel overseas later in the year, I'm just going to hold off. I will hopefully buy one pre-loved in its original current state as it is in boutique. This is the one that I bought. It's a vintage classic Speedy, and I put holes in it, and I added these 2 hooks, and I bought a strap from a different, you know, third-party seller, and I added all these extra bits. This is an authentic luggage tag. The bag is authentic. There is nothing inauthentic about it, but I have converted it and changed it. But every time I wear this, people say, oh, that's a gorgeous bag, oh, that looks good. And people who don't know about Louis Vuitton's current latest Speedy Soft or Speedy Soft Crafty, whatever it's called, they wouldn't know. This here is an if you know, you know situation. And I'm okay with it. I love this bag. I have not stopped wearing it for the past month and a half since I converted it and fully finished this project, and I adore it to bits. Yes, some of the colors do clash, I know. We've got the red underneath, which is what Louis' original one has. Well, you know, the existing style. I've got to be careful how I say that. This was sent to me by Babylon Leather, so red and pink and blue, they don't go, but I don't care. It all sort of looks happy together. So, you know, we've got the gold and the browns and the black, and oh God, I love it. This bag brings me so much joy. And I love smelling it. It's just got the, it's not a dirty vintage smell, it's just got a lived in smell. And that's because of what I've done to it. My items are in it, so like they smell, the bag smells like my bits, my things. Oh, God. Anyway, that's that. So let me extend this open tag to everybody as well. Feel free to do this tag. I hope you enjoy doing this tag, and tag me if you do. Take up this option, this, you know, open invitation, and I'd love to come over and watch what you show on your video, bearing in mind the original creators, Jack's Bag Attack, Dawn loves couture, and I think Jolie loves it. So I will have each of their videos linked below, and I look forward to hearing from you. If you've come to my channel from them, welcome. I hope you consider subscribing, or if you're seeing this first and haven't seen theirs, by all means head over and watch their videos. So as always, I look forward to reading your comments. Take care, everybody. God bless, and I'll see you next time. Ciao. Okay, clean up time.